a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to escape and get it himself. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. The go-ahead touchdown called back after the flag, and this offense going to have to regroup quickly. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Ross. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll send the back in motion. Looking downfield on first down. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun, give on the inside. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Working that wide receiver screen. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. And this one splits the uprights. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. Kickoff team is out there ready to get this bowl game underway. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football. And one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. And you'd like to see the quarterback find his rhythm early. So far, so bad. 3rd and 10. Lets it fly. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs. And we've got a superb matchup to watch here, David. One of the best quarterbacks in the country, and how much will he be willing to challenge one of the best corners in the land?
Well, and it's going to be more interesting to me, Jesse, do they let him make a play? Like, does he choose to go after him and believe in his ability and believe in his matchups, or do they stay away from him? Because a lot of people stay away from him. He's that good out wide that you don't want that smoke. And I'm interested to see, Jesse, if he has the onions to go after the corner and try to make plays.
Well, one thing we know about him for sure is he's a believer in his own arm talent. He's the kind of guy that thinks he can fit the football into the smallest windows, but you're right. He's got to pick his battles and be careful when he decides to attack this guy, because he has picked off some really good quarterbacks in the past, and you know he's just licking his chops, hoping for a chance to go.
Grab near the marker. It's Ross. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal with the 6. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. After losing yardage on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 10. Looking to fire. Grabbed in the middle. It's Richmond. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It's 3rd and goal, and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And that is how you get it done. 3rd down, it's the money down, right? We got to be at our best. How about the monster sack on 3rd down?
And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. So guys, we'll get another look at this offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He'll get rid of it. Snagged in the middle. It's Richmond. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Looking left. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on 1st down. Wants to throw on first down. On the move, he fires. Got his man downfield. Touchdown!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll line up to go for 2. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. He's looking to throw. He's got it for the 2-point conversion. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on that 42-yard touchdown toss. He'll start the return inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Tight end now in motion. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught in the backfield, it's Ross. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And it just doesn't get more dominant than that. One-on-one, me versus you, and there's nothing you can do about it, David. I know that's something you know a lot about based on your time.
Man, fly off the edge, beat the man as quick as you can. There's so many things that have to go right for you to get a sack. The ball has to be coming out a little bit later. But you know what? When you win that fast and that clean off the line of scrimmage, that is how it's done at the highest level for that defensive end.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Got out of trouble and throws. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They bring the punter on. Now 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That returner's literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge, but the offense caught a break and fell on it.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Third down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Slings it downfield. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Very few times can you get a guy that wide open in a game, and when you do, you have to capitalize on it. That QB knows it. Look at him. You could tell he knows he missed a huge opportunity. Not only could he tell, everyone in the stands could see that guy was absolutely wide open.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Under fire. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they...
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll start this drive with a pass. Unleashes one. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He turns that loose down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. On target to the left. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
Getting set for the point after. He's looking to... They fake it, and the kicker's looking to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Grab behind the line. It's Morris. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Morris. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unleashes one deep. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football in this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Fires downfield. Caught over the middle. It's Ross. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
What a dynamic play on that last one. Flips the field, and they've got it 1st and 10 from the 28. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Fires to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Lets it fly. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. Just couldn't find a hole in this defense. They were ready for him and forced him out of bounds, and no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Ross. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Could that be the play that finally wakes them up? Just not a lot of good going on offensively here in this 1st half. They've only got 3 points to show for their efforts. They haven't been throwing it a lot, but they took a shot there. They got a chunk play. Now they're in a position. They need to score a touchdown here before the half is over.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, this quarterback, I think, has earned the right to take shots here late in the first half. They've had a lot of success. They've got the lead. They're not going to play it safe. He's going to make good decisions, and when he has opportunities to throw strikes, he's going to hit those throws.
He's got an open man. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fires on the move. A strike downfield. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. On first down, here comes this offense. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. He wants to throw it again. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Caught close to the marker, it's Moore. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. From the gun, looking for a man. Going for 6. And he's got it in the end zone. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Ready to try the point after. It's a fake. Holder looking to throw. And he's out of bounds short of the goal line. He almost found a way to convert that fake. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. After that last completion, it's second down. Wants to go up top. Working the middle, it's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. They'll try to snap it quickly. To the air on first down. Looking deep. Pulls it in down the sideline. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Who needs a 2-minute offense? When you're this explosive, this offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
He caught it! And no one is going to catch him. Cruises into the end zone for a touchdown.
We needed that. They needed to punch the ball in the end zone. They needed to cut this to a 2-score game, and they needed some positive momentum. Something going well, something to point to at half to say, guys, we got a chance. That drive, they put it together. Nice job by this offense.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The throw. Makes the catch. It's Richmond. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Reese, we figured we might get an LA Bowl that would have social media buzzing, and through 2 quarters of football, indeed, that is the case. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the finish of the LA Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They'll open the second half on the ground. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Off play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Morris. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the 3rd quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time. And better job in the back end in the secondary, being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying 1 step ahead.
Here's the return.
As a former quarterback, I definitely never had the guts to ever want to be a return man. And that right there is the reason why, guys. I don't need anybody having a 50-yard run at me trying to take my head off. So, listen, I mean, I feel for that return guy. He's lucky, though, that his group of guys was able to jump back on the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Shoots it to the left. Makes a catch right in the middle of the danger zone. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Fire's on the move. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. So now it's second and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Second and 10, he'll throw again. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, it's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, second and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Back to pass on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Down to the 32 and out of bounds right there. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. Sends it back in motion. Got him downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
And I like it. Third down and short, and this offense stays aggressive, and now they're set up. Forget the field goal. We're not looking for 3 now. Now set up in a first and goal, trying to get...
And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. And the offense takes the field ready to go back to work. Looking to throw on first down. He'll get rid of it. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Fires to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on third down.
Well, I think on the last play, they didn't get it to the sticks. They were hoping he'd be able to make the catch, make a guy miss, and advance the football. But because they couldn't execute, now it's fourth and long.
On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. On the move, he fires. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Just keep slinging it. Showing the arm straight down the left side. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. They were really starting to put a drive together. After a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Now he's going to break the pocket. Fires to the end zone. It's caught. That's a touchdown.
I tell you what, when you give me that kind of effort, I'm going to find you more often. What a layout. QB throws the football a little bit in front of him, had to dive and go make the catch. He lays out, secures the catch through the ground. Remember, got to catch it all the way through the ground. Nice effort by that receiver there.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. Oh, the kicker's on the run. And it's not going to work. They tried to trick him out of 2 points, and they'll get nothing in like it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Throws to the wideout. Already find a hole in that secondary. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, this defense has played so well, and this offense, they've struggled. They haven't executed greatly. They're going to have to do it against a really good defense who continues to apply pressure. They've got to find a way to protect their quarterback a little better.
And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking downfield on first down. Outside the pocket, lets it go. It's caught downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a big gain. He's got it along the sideline. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to throw on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Lets it fly on the move. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. On the move and looking deep. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Quick release by the QB. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Makes the grab. Powers through the defender. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, running back gets the give.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop at the running back spot.
He's got it inside the 25. Pulls it in and runs into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Trying to run it in. Corralled and brought down by the defense. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Here comes the offense back onto the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air on first down. Gets it away off his back foot. And he makes the catch inside the 25.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. Looks it into his hands and then waltzes it into the end zone. Touchdown. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Oh, trickery! He'll try to run it in. And tackled there by the defense. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Looking to throw on first down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle.
It's a lot to ask at this point. You need 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions at minimum to win this football game. So,
and the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there's nowhere to at football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
Second down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. Looking to fire. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third and short from the 49. Is this four-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a heat. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes a grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. They've got it first and... .25. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ross. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. The snap sets up to throw. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Back to pass. He's got him. He's trying to get it in. Into their happy place for a touchdown.
Step one by this offense complete. Really nice job. They had to get the touchdown. Now, we got to go for the two-point conversion, cut this thing to 8, so we got a chance to tie the game late with some late-game heroics.
They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on them.
So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. They want that clock to run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
But he's not done, man. This QB is on a heater. He's already thrown 5 touchdown passes. And here we are late in the game, and he's still taking shots. When you're in a rhythm like that, you feel like any time the ball leaves your fingers, it's landing in your receiver's hands. And oftentimes for this guy today, it's been for touchdowns.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Just inside the 35, first and 10 from the 34. Slings it downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Richmond. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. Pressure coming. Knocked away, incomplete in the end zone.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on fourth.
Fires into the end zone. And it's a touchdown. It is also a play in which there is a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. What a costly mistake by this defense, and that really ought to do it. And the offense should be able to run out the clock. And the defense is just about out of room to defend. They are backed up right on the doorstep. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, but good fight to the end.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And it's up and no good. So they take advantage of good starting field position, move the ball 35 yards, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Good news, I guess, a lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it.
I think at this time, you just have to throw caution to the wind. You're down by a lot. You're deep in your own end late, so you're just going to be throwing it. The defense knows it. They're pinning their ears back. You're going to have to get rid of it early.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. After this play, the cake will be baked. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the fourth quarter. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage of it.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.